me, Felicia, and it is August, and it is a busy month. So I have not had a chance to set up all my cards and everything yet, but we're going to do this anyways. So, Rocco, hit the theme music.
Boom, 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 boom. Ba bum ba bum bum bum. Ba bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum. Dum ba dum ba dum bum. Ba. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Ba da 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 da. Da la da ba da ba ba. Da da ba da ba ba. Ba da ba da ba da la 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 la. Ba la 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 la. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba da ba ba ba. Ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba la da. Da 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 da.
Let's see how fast you can write this.
Da 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 da. Dun, 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
And one more, keep Rocco.
Oh, is there more? Okay. Da-da-da, 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 ba-da, 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 ba.
Okay, and we are starting. As you guys all know, every month we have this show called Running the Light. We call it Running the Light because the comic gets like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, but he gets a light, and if he goes over the light, that's bad, and it's called Running the Light. And today we have Nick Larson.
Howdy! I can talk now? I can talk now? Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? I was like mute right the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Nick was on mute.
Yes.
He was busy being a card holder.
Yeah.
So
That's
Nick,
Connor Martin. He's the card holder. I'm not the card holder.
Nick is a comic from Stockton. He performs all over the 209, all over everywhere,
Yeah,
really. You
everywhere.
just got back
Everywhere in
from
209. I just got back from Seattle. I
Yeah.
did Comedy Underground over there. That's a really cool venue. I like that place. Seattle was a little bit warm, a little muggy. You go to Comedy Underground, you go down into the basement. Usually it's supposed to be cooler underground, but no, it was very hot. It was hot,
Oh.
but amazing. It was awesome.
And it had some hot comedy, so that didn't help either.
Some hot comedy, some sass, some pizzazz. It was great. Yeah, I love traveling, man. It's fun.
Awesome. So you do a lot of voices. Is that just something you do just as yourself? Like when you're talking to your wife, do you start asking
I
her
do,
to do
but
stuff
really,
in weird
she's
voices?
annoyed. She's annoyed with it. I'm like, hey, baby, what are you doing? And she's like, oh. I'm trying to watch TV. What do you want? I'm like, oh, come on. What do you know? You want this? And she's like, no, I don't. I don't want this at all. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go away. Pretty much. That's what I do. That's my life.
So, what got you started in comedy? Like, what would happen on the time where you finally like, that's it, I'm going on stage?
I had a lot of friends when I was working at Coca-Cola tell me that I needed to do comedy. They were like, you're funny, go do comedy. And then somebody told me that there was an open mic that they saw, and they were like, you need to go do that. You need to, like, immediately. So I did my research, I was looking for open mics and stuff like that. And then I found out that was on I believe it was on a Tuesday. And one of my buddies was like, all right, if you go, I'm going to go too. I'll go with you, and like I'll even do it too. Because he was a funny guy himself. And as soon as we got there, he was like, yeah, I decided that I'm not going to go up. But I was like, you, can we curse on this?
It's a
No,
family
you
thing.
turd. Okay, I'm going to say that. He was a turd. But it was like kind of like when you and your friends are like, all right, 1, 2, 3, we're going to jump in the pool. And then he's like, nope, I'm just pushed you. That's basically what happened. So. But I thank him for that because 6 years later, I'm still doing it. And I just came from Seattle, Washington, and I'll be back in September.
So where's the furthest you've traveled for comedy?
So far, Seattle. Yeah,
You've done
Seattle.
a lot of Nevada runs and like Oregon and stuff.
Not Nevada yet. I've done Oregon. I've done now Washington. I've done Arizona a few times, and I'm hoping to go more places. So if you're a booker out there, book me for things. I'm very funny. I'm very funny. I would like to travel today. So hit me up.
Might want to mention, Nick has a wife and children, so that might be part of why you're into traveling. Is that?
No, that's not. I miss them so dearly when I'm gone. Well, she calls me every 2 seconds, so I can't miss them. Like, how do you miss somebody when they're constantly? That's a different story, though. What am I saying? They're awesome people. They're my favorite group of people. No, anyways, what's up?
So, as a comic myself,
Yes.
and talking to a lot of other
very
comics,
hilarious comic.
Oh, well, thank you. But I know that, like, you have arrived when you have a Nick Larson headshot.
This is true, and I heard this recently. Somebody told me that somebody made them go get their Nick Larsons. They called it a, what is that? What do you call that?
I don't know, an eponym maybe?
I don't.
Quantum,
You
it's an eponym
know
in
better
the
than I am.
sleeve. I don't know how to say those words anymore.
You're way smarter Mexican than I am. I have no idea. But yeah, so I am now the Nick Larsons. You gotta get your Nick Larsons. My headshots. I do portraits for. I'm trying to corner the market on comedian headshots. It's great.
And you have some of your headshots are in some of the clubs now, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm actually employed by Sacramento Punchline. They employ me to do when the headliners come. Like I've done Eliza Schlesinger, I've done Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Godfrey, Sean Wayans. I've done a lot of people. So now those images are all outside. If you walk into the hallway to go to Sacramento Punchline, the windows are all covered with pictures that I've done. And soon, I don't know if anybody in Modesto's been to Sacramento Punchline, but if you go there, when you walk in, on the sides of the walls are huge, one by one pictures of the celebrity comics that are up there. And eventually mine are going to be replacing most of those. But they're going to keep like Dave Chappelle and probably Joe Coy and stuff like that. So other people are going to be gone. My pictures, boom.
Yes, that
Fantastic.
is rad.
Yeah, and it's just from being at Sacramento Punchline all the time and doing posters, because I do posters and everything like that. Posters, graphics, logos, anything for people, whatever keeps me from doing like a regular job, that's what I'm going to do. I don't need a day job. That's why you're like, I get out of work at 5 and I'm going to rush over here. I'm like, I'm glad I don't do that. I don't rush out of work to go do other things.
Because your photography, between photography and comedy, you're just booked up. You're doing what you need to do.
Yeah, I try to book more photography because obviously that pays the bills, but most of the time what I do is for fun. Like portraits, I get paid to do the portraits from Punchline, but it's fun. I'm networking with headlining comedians, famous comedians. It's amazing. I love it.
Okay, so you don't have to name names or anything, but has anything...
We're naming names.
Oh,
this
just you can
This
choose.
is not run the light. This is run the names now. We're running names.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but
Okay.
has there ever been like a really awkward situation when you're photographing someone that...
One of the headliners?
Yeah, or just anyone in general. Like I said, don't name names. You don't have to name names. Just what's the weirdest situation that you've come across?
Okay, so one of the... Oh, let me preface this by saying all of them were incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were incredible. Most of them were incredible. One of them was not incredible. There's a certain person that I did headshots for that is in a famous family, a family of, I don't know, maybe 5 or more. Starts with a W. They have their own TV show. Been on movies and stuff like that.
I know.
And he was the most diva-ish of all divas.
Mm-hmm.
I literally did pictures for a minute, and he was like, "All right, that's cool. I'm not gonna do like a whole like shoot or something." And I was like, oh, "Okay, well, I hope I got my pictures that I needed." And he literally was just like kind of standing there and not doing much. And he was like, "I need a microphone," and it had props. And I was like, "Okay, this is. I'm sure you've done this a million times. You know how to do a photo shoot, you know." And I'm not. It's for the club,
Mm-hmm.
you know. They're paying you, you know, and then paying me. So, but I mean, it was still an experience just to meet somebody that you grew up watching. You know, like I used to watch their show all the time, and I was like, "That's awesome."
And now I'm going to take like 2 pictures. Oh, and Rocco is saying we are at the light time.
2 minutes.
We're getting the warning. So, you've had the diva person.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up in comedy? Because you are also part of the Deaf Puppies.
The Deaf Puppies, I am one of 9.
I always have to ask, how much fun is it to be like a part of this group? Like, because that's pretty much what you guys are about. It's not so much the.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a group. We're just friends, you know, and
Yeah.
we just happen to call ourselves a ridiculous name just because of Banshee.
Right.
And if nobody knows about the Deaf Puppies, you should. We did a show with rookies that was amazing.
And there really is a deaf puppy, but the deaf puppy is
Yeah.
the one performer, the one.
Have you done an interview
non-performer.
with Chris yet?
I have not.
He'll tell you a
interviewed Chris.
story. Somebody was trying to get rid of the dog. The dog was deaf.
Yeah, he's told me about it.
Facebook Messenger, you could change the names when you're in a group chat, and we just named it the Deaf Puppy because we knew what all our group of friends was. You know, that way you don't have to search through it. It's just a Deaf Puppy right there. And eventually, people just kept saying Deaf Puppy, Deaf Puppy everywhere, and then we just became the Deaf Puppy group. And then we're like, let's just run with this.
Is there a tattoo coming or something? I just imagine you guys
I
need a
don't,
tattoo or
I
something.
don't know if I want. I might. It's a pretty cool tattoo. It would be a pretty cool tattoo. I don't know where I'm gonna get it though. You know, maybe on my pectoral, like right there. You know, just like make sure it's all stretched out. I'm just like right there, Banshee's head. But I'm gonna say that I'll let Chris do that first. That's his dog. If he gets one, then I'll get one. Then everybody will get one. But yeah, it's cool. It's always great to hang out with other comedians. You know, hang out with like-minded comedians, people that are gonna help you excel your career. Because there's nothing better than bouncing ideas off of another comic. You know. So you start adding tags to each other, you know, and just kind of getting in that mode for comedy. You know, so you got 9 people in a group, and you're just kind of having fun and talking, and all of a sudden you just have material now.
And you guys are all kind of at different levels too, have been doing it different times.
Yeah.
So amount of time. So some, you know, like Anthony is doing the Gallo, and you're doing this other stuff. You know, everybody has kind of a different.
So I think the least amount of time has been 5 years, maybe.
Probably
5
Andre.
years, or 4 years, maybe 4 years to 9 or 10 years.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Okay, so what do you have going on this month or in August? You got. I know you guys do a lot of shows in Stockton.
I have a Deliberation Room show. That's my personal show. I run that. It's usually the 3rd or 4th Friday, depending on how many Fridays there are. But usually middle of the month. But this one is August 17th. I'm going to have Key Lewis headlining. Key Lewis is hilarious. He's been on TBS. He's been on BET. All these kind of things like that. And then I'm going to have Phil Johnson, who is also hilarious. He plays the guitar and he always wears a red silk shirt. He's adorable. And then I hear that Taylor Tomlinson, fresh off her Netflix, is going to come and do a guest spot. I'm going to shoot her some time.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Come just for that, just to meet her. She's an amazing person. She's from the 209.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that because I remember I watched her on Last Comic Standing. That's where I kind of got to know her.
Yeah.
She's from the 209 though?
Yeah, she's from the 209.
Oh, right.
I don't know exactly. I think they're from Escalon, but they've been a lot of places. I guess they've moved a lot. But yeah, she's a sweetheart, and so come support local people.
Okay, so
That's why we had it on. We actually had her on Joke Me Off. She came on Joke Me Off. She was nice enough to come on the podcast.
Joke Me Off is your podcast.
JokeMeOff.net. Joke Me Off or JMO Podcast if you don't like the whole spell out. JMO Podcast, we're on iTunes. It's a hilarious show. It's very parental advisory-ish, so definitely if you're a child, don't listen to it. If you're over
50, 60 maybe you're allowed.
yeah, 15, 16, you listen to it. But yeah, that's what I got, and I think that's about it. I got a lot of other shows coming up, but just find me on Nick Larson Comedy on Instagram, and you'll see the stuff that I have coming up.
And I have you coming up on our show at St. Stanislaus on August 22nd. So you can catch Nick in Modesto too.
You've never seen me
Modesto,
before.
Stockton, all
How much
over.
time do I have?
And we're like done. So thank you guys so much for watching
Appreciate it.
Run the Light. And remember, you can always catch more information, find Nick Larson online, or you can catch me online at Felicia Aleman Comedy. And you got Instagram, what else?
Instagram at Nick Larson Comedy. If you want to check out my photography, it's at Nick Larson Photography, and everything else is Nick Larson 85. Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Nick Larson 85.
Okay, take us out, Rocco.
Ba-ba-doop, boop, 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 boop-a-doop, boop, 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 boop.